Hey, what's going on, guys? Ryan again with rpkcustoms.com. I just wanted to make a quick video to go over a saber that I just finished up. This is the Dave Parkin or Dave P V2. And this is the same V2 that I featured in a video a couple months back. It was still in its raw form back then, so unpainted, no clamp, nothing like that. I've been slowly working on this over the past couple of months, just waiting on parts to get in and things like that, and just kind of working on it here and there in between commissions. And I just finished this up, so I thought I would shoot a quick video before I post it on my website for sale. This is going to be listed on my website as soon as this video goes live. So if you are interested in this, you can go to rpkcustoms.com. But this one came, if you go watch my old video, the neck was solid, so the emitter didn't spin. I ended up chopping the neck and turning this into a spinning emitter, essentially. I had to cut the neck here, and then I had to get a bronze bushing and machine it to size to fit in there. The hole that the rod runs through all the way up until the emitter nipple is a little bit bigger than what the rod itself is. So if you don't have that bushing in there, the emitter can kind of wobble around. But now that that bushing is in there, it's nice and snug. This is a spinning emitter, but I have this taped down, so it's not spinning at the moment. If you buy this and you want it to be a free spinning emitter, you can get the Trooper Trent gaff tape adapter, which is just a 3D printed piece that goes around that you can wrap the gaff tape around, and the emitter will free spin. I don't have one on hand, and I personally, when I make V2s, this is my personal V2. You can see the gaff tape looks the same. I like to set these up the way that we see it in Return of the Jedi and not really how it sits today. And you can see in Return of the Jedi that the gaff tape is stuck down pretty tight. So that's how I like to set these up. But besides cutting the neck, that's really the only modification that I've done, besides all of the pommel damage and all that. Rowan's clamp, sloth furnace card, Wanawanga cone knob, boot stud, and D-ring. And the lever is actually one of mine from way back from my old run. I still have some of these left, so I'm using them on some V2 builds. I really like the shape of ours. It's basically the same shape as Wanawanga's. Actually, see if I can show them off side by side. Wanawanga is over here, and mine is right there. You can see they're pretty similar in shape. Mine is just made out of aluminum instead of, I believe, chrome-plated brass or steel, one of the two. But it's still a very accurate shape, so I like to use these. The stencils are the stencils that I cut for my newest V2 run. So these are my stencils, except for the emitter here. The emitter is a Trooper Trent stencil. I had one emitter stencil from Trooper Trent left, and I decided to use that on this because this emitter is just a little bit wider than what my run is. So the Trooper Trent stencil worked a little bit better on this specific hilt. You can see my brown, and this is the V2 brown that I mix up and layer on. And I like to layer it to give it that kind of old, pitted, just old paint look. So you can see it doesn't look even, which is how the actual prop looks. If you look at the reference photos, the paint just kind of looks weird and not really flaking, well, kind of flaking off, obviously, because it's chipped, but just kind of just old and pitted. So I try to replicate that the best I can. And you can see there's some in the grenade section too. I did the clamp damage. So because these clamps are made out of steel, this is going to rust over time. Just like the actual prop. We see on the actual prop. So yeah, overall, I really like this kit. This is one of my favorite V2 kits that I have built. It's really nice. It's got a lot of heft to it, and you guys know, if you've been listening to me for any length of time, you know how much I like a heavy V2 or just heavy sabers in general. You know, the heft kind of makes me feel like it's real. You know, if you go back and listen to some of the behind the scenes stuff from, you know, what is it, Empire of Dreams, the documentary that came out, the stunt coordinator was telling Mark Hamill and David Prowse to use both hands on the lightsaber because he wanted to give it the effect that it was heavy. And you know, after hearing that, I just and seeing, you know, the actors use both hands on a saber, I really appreciate the heft of a saber. So I think that'll about do it. This is going to be for sale on my website, rpkcustoms.com. So if you are interested, you can head over there and pick this guy up. Thanks for watching, guys. May the force be with you.